Okay, I'm just closing. So, welcome everyone to today's webinar. Thanks for your attendance and registering. Today my name is Roosevelt. I'm the principal lawyer for Sydney. We just some more people getting into the lobby. Okay, good. Sorry, just gonna, yep. So my name is Roosevelt Sanfilippo. I'm the principal lawyer for the Sydney branch as part of the No Borders Law Group. And today's topic is about navigating salary threshold changes and how to align employment strategies for sponsorship success. So just a bit about ourselves. NB Migration Law is a dedicated team of migration agents and lawyers. Our international team has a wealth of personal and professional experience and can assist you with a smooth transition to a new life into Australia. We've been serving clients for the last 27 years. 2023 was 25th anniversary. The person that you see there, it's our founder and director. She's based in Brisbane, and we have office, like I said, in Brisbane, Sydney here, and Adelaide in Victoria. So what we do is we offer a range of services to cover complex requirements to our clients within the migration landscape. So with a wealth of experience, we can provide necessary expertise to help you navigate the difficulties visa application process. Okay, next slide. By the way, apologies. I left my glasses at home today. I forgot, so I'm really struggling today to read a little bit. So we, No Borders Migration Advocates, we were founded in 1998, and we have 4 divisions at the moment. We have commercial law, employment law, migration law, and property law. Yep. So key discussions today is understanding the salary thresholds, key changes from 1st of July, impact on employers and visa applicants, industries most affected by the changes, strategic actions before the deadline, and legal checklist for sponsorship ready contracts. Okay. So understanding TSMIT and related thresholds. TSMIT's temporary skilled migration income threshold, in essence, is the minimum salary requirement to sponsor someone. To ensure fair compensations for overseas workers is reviewed every 1st of July. Prior to 1st of July last year, there was no revision at all of TSMIT. It was constantly 53,900. But as part of the package, as part of the changes that they brought in a package last year for when it comes to 482 visas, they introduced this review procedure every year of TSMIT. So last year there was a big jump from 53,900 to 73,150, and now it's going to have not a big increase as last year, but they will review every year to make sure it's current and fair. So applies to 482 visas and 1A6 visas, and also to the specially skilled income threshold, which is the same thing about it's part of the 482 visa program. Yep. So this is a summary of the changes that is going to happen in 1st of July. So the current, like I said, the current TSMIT, it's 73,150. It's going to go up to 76,515, and that is applicable to 482 visas and occupations under the core skill stream, and the 1A6 visas as well. There is the specialist skill income threshold. That is currently 135. That is for there is no list of occupation for that stream, but there is a minimum salary required, which is currently 135 is going to 141 210 from 1st of July. And also for the 494 visas, they also use cheese meats as the minimum salary, the threshold. So that's going to go up as well on the 1st of July. Yep, next slide. So impact on sponsorship and visa applications. So the 482 visa, it's a 3-stage application. And the second stage, what we call nomination, the nominations applications lodge need to meet the salary lodge from July 1st of July onwards need to meet the new salary. So existing applications that have been lodged prior, that will be all be lodged prior to 1st of July. I still under the old regulation and other salary requirements, even though if the processing times carry over 1st of July, they still need to meet the requirements prior to the 1st of July, right? Visa holders, current visa holders are not affected. So if you got a 482 visa and last year, so, and you're going to qualify in a year time for PI, etc., that these new requirements won't affect your current visa, right? Also compliance. So employers must ensure offered salaries meet or exceed the higher cheese meat or of the or the annual market salary rate. So that they can meet both there. You also need there is a minimum salary that you offer, but the salary that you're offering also needs to be in accordance with the market salary rate for their occupation, right? Okay, next slide. This is an example. This is a list of occupations that most affected by these changes. So you're looking at the hospitality and tourism. You got your chefs, your cooks, and not so much cafe managers, but chefs and cooks. Constructions and trades, you've got your captains, electricians, laborers, aged care support services. That will depend as well, but it can be affected. Aged care has a specific labor agreement where we can negotiate salary, so that's a bit of a different situation there. Agriculture and retail, yes, regional employers under them as well, but that can that's a bit of a different procedure as with the normal 482 visa. Yeah, next slide. So strategic planning tips from NB migration law. So how business can prepare for upcoming visa changes. So with key changes to salary thresholds for employed sponsored visas taking effect from 1st of July, it's essential for business to start preparing now. Here are 6 proactive steps that you can take to ensure you're ready, right? So you can review employment offers against new salary threshold, ensuring all the offers of employment meet the new salary. Then you're going to be safe. Lodge an application after 1st of July. Strategically assess applicant near the specialist skills stream threshold. Understanding that there is a new salary for there as well, and consider whether they may be eligible under the core skill stream or you have a lower salary. I cannot hear the speaking. All right, that's no good. Can everyone hear me? Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Good. Yeah. So okay. Sorry. So going back there. So yeah, if some the core skill stream, like if your employee may meet both the skill, the specialist skill stream and the core skill stream, depending on the occupation. So you might be better off nominating your employee under the core skill stream rather than trying the specialist skill stream. So yeah, that's to come with this strategy. Next slide. Revisit labor market testing and salary range. So for some occupations and for some nationalities as well, um, you are required to undergo what we call labor market testing, and that is post job ads for at least 28 days before you apply for their visa. So if you post a job ad today, then you still have time to lodge a nomination before 1st of July, and it's still meeting the requirements for under the current rules, right? Yeah. So plan for renewals and associated salary increases. Evaluate your current workforce and determine which visa holders may require renewals beyond 1st of July. That's what we do with our current clients. So we can time as to when to lodge, and making sure we lodge in before 1st of July, before the salary change. Yep. Next slide. Early lodgement. Yeah. Submitting before 1st of July. So the new salary thresholds will be indexed annually from 1st of July this year. So ensure that your business budgeting accounts for those expected increases each year for future 482s, 494s, and 186 nominations. And employment contract updates. Revise employment contracts to reflect new salary thresholds and compliancy clauses. Okay, next slide. This is about employment law. As I said in the beginning, we have a employment law division within our group, and we can also assist employers in relation to employment contracts, right, and employment obligations. Because when it comes to the 482 visa, you still 482 visa holders essentially under the same employment regulations as an Australian citizen or a permanent resident. So we have a division within our business that is specialized in employment law, and then they can advise our clients in relation to that. You feel free to reach out if you have any if you want to inquire about our services in relation to employment law, and we can guide you to the right channels. I'm not an employment lawyer. I'm an immigration lawyer, but we have a team here that is specialized in that, and we can guide you to that if you have if you're interested to. Okay, and next slide. So they prepared these slides, by the way, so I'm just gonna read a little bit. So the risks of using template, generic, or outdated contracts. Use one-size-fits-all contracts can expose your business to significant legal and compliance risks under the new Chismit regime. So common issues include failure to reflect updated Chismit thresholds, lack of detail on visa-linked employee obligations, use of outdated templates that reflect current employment law or migration policies, missing clauses needed to support compliance with both the Fair Work and the Migration Act. Issues, yeah. And then we have a checklist for sponsorship-ready contracts. So salary compliance, role alignment. Is the job description consistent with the nominated visa role? So yeah, that's something that we also provide guidance on. Work conditions, termination provisions as well, and review mechanisms. So to check if there are any clauses for salary and role reviews in line with the legislative changes. All right. We got a Q&A session now. If anyone has any questions. Okay, got a few. Okay. An employee on the fund for original visa. The only thing we need to check is that um, so the I was said in the beginning the changes in the legislation with the salary don't affect 42 visa holders. So if you are already sorry, a 494 or 42, so if you're already a temporary visa holder, the 482 or 482 or 494, you won't be affected with the new changes moving forward, right? Yeah. So the biggest takeaway of this webinar is just planning and strategize as to when you're going to apply for a visa. So make sure you meet the requirements at the time that we lodge it, so you don't get any surprise later on. We came to that's it. We're going to the next slide. Yeah. So you can check with the migration experts, so our team, and we offer free assessments as well. So you can QR code that, and it will lead to a website, and you can book a free assessment. And we can check your eligibility for one of the employed sponsor visas as well, and also employment lawyers. All right, thank you. So these are details there, so you can either use the QR code that I put it there before, or you can contact us via website, or email, or call us, and we can have one of the consultants calling you, so um, we can organize a free assessment. All right. Okay. Thank you, everyone. Hope to see you next time, and have a good weekend.